Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Dvcoding. Today I will discuss object-oriented part 3rd, abstraction and interfaces. Abstraction and interfaces. Abstraction is the process to hide the internal detail and showing the functionality. An abstract class cannot be instantiated, means that is not created the object of abstract class. You can use abstract keyword for achieved the abstraction process. Abstract class have both types of method, concrete and abstract. If class at least one abstract method, then this class will be declared as abstract. If any method have no body, then this method will be declared as abstract. It is not mandatory if class is abstract, then class have abstract method. Interface. Interface like a blueprint of a class, but these class work as abstract class. Interface is a contract between class and interface. Interface have all members by default public and abstract. Let us take example. Suppose you have created one class, public class calculate area. And one method, public void area. This method will be depend on the what is the shape of the area, just like triangle, rectangular, circle. If you checking this is the warning or errors must be declared as because it is not marked abstract, external and partial. Because this method have no body, then you can method will be declared as abstract. If any class contains the abstract method, you will be must be define the class as abstract. This is the abstract class. This is dependent on the child class because this class have not created the object of this class. Created another class, that is child class, public class circle. You can inherit the abstract class calculate area. Checking the errors. Circle does not implement an inherited abstract member of area method. You can implement it abstract method. You can define the body according to area of circle. Console dot console dot write line suppose you have one parameter, that is int r for radius, like that. Area of circle, (3.14), that is pi value, multiply r. That is the area of circle. You have created another class, public, copy and paste. Class name will be square. Area of square, that is the r into r. You can call these classes in main methods. You have created the object. If you trying to creating the object of abstract class, that will be generating the error. You have checked. Error is saying that cannot create an instance of the abstract type of interface calculate area. So you have not created the object of abstract class. but you can define a variable of abstract class, and ob equal to new, that is the child class object, circle ob dot area, that is one argument, int r radius, suppose 4. Another object of creating of square class, ob dot area, that is 4. You have checked the output. Area of circle this, and area of square 16. So what is the benefit of abstraction? If any method will be dependent of the child class, otherwise any method of body will be dynamic, then will be declared as abstract in abstract class. Next is interface. Let us take example of interface. You can create the interface with the help of interface keyword iFaculty, creating one method public void get name, creating the another interface I into student, same name. If you creating another class, suppose public class demo interface, and inherited both interfaces iFaculty comma I student. This is the multiple inheritance. C# support multiple inheritance in case of interfaces, and C# does not support multiple inheritance in case of classes. You can define both methods, that is iFaculty. If both interfaces have same name, you can define the methods will be using the interface's name dot get. You can create another methods, will be define this iStudent dot get name. Console dot write line. This is the body according to faculty. You can define another body of iStudent, console dot write line student. You can call in main methods, creating the object of new demo interface, and hold the reference variable of iFaculty. Faculty dot get name, and another iFaculty and iStudent object. Student. You can check the output. Both methods are calling, and both interfaces have the same name methods, but body have different. Let us take example when and why abstract and interface. Suppose you have class 1 abstract class, that is employee. There are one properties name and two abstract methods salary scale and parking charge. There is another class that is team lead. Team lead inherited the employee class. There are different boundaries of defined in the parking charge and salary scales. There is another class manager will be also define the body of these methods. Suppose you have another class public class trainee and inherited employee. But trainee class have no accessible parking charges. That is not available for parking available for trainee employees. So you have not inherited the parking charges method in parking. So you have divided and split two classes, employee and parking. There is one method, that is parking charge abstract method, and the abstract method will be removed in employee class. You have defined parking charges is not available for employee class, and you will be define employee class in trainee class implemented. So that is good for trainee class, because trainee class only salary scales and employee name, but there is a error, team lead parking charge is not available and parking charge is not available for managers. So you can inherit it parking class comma parking, but C# does not support multiple inheritance in case of classes. Team lead cannot have multiple basis class employee and parking. So interfaces coming in the pictures. So you have defined the interfaces, not an abstract class parking. Interface and iParking. You have defined the iParking interface, and you will be define iParking by default public and abstract in interfaces all methods. Parking charges suitable not method to override. You will be inherited iParking in manager class. So there are two. One is abstract class and second is interfaces. If you required only trainee employees, you will be inherited the employee class. If you inherited team lead or managers, that will be employee and parking both are inherited with the help of multiple inheritances in case of interfaces. That is the solved problem of when and why abstract and interfaces in C#. Next is encapsulation. Encapsulation is defined wrapping of data member and member function in a single class, single unit. Then this concept is called encapsulation. Encapsulation is achieved by declaring all the variables in the class as private and using setter-getter properties for set and get value of the variables. Just like private int number, that is the variable of private, and that is the property get and set. Thank you.